Okay, okay, it's like all the books. Okay, who do I start with first? I really like Jackie Hill Perry. She wrote a book, Gay Girl, Good God. That book, hey, you may not be dealing with your sexual identity, but that's a good book for a Christian. That's just a good book for a Christian to think about and to reevaluate personhood, where you put your identity in, and thinking about who God is. I just like that book. The other book is Rosaria Butterfield. I like her book about hospitality. The Gospel Comes with a House Key or something like that. That was an encouraging book. It challenged me in a way that I didn't expect. Some of that stuff, sometimes you read books and you're like, oh, I don't want to read this because I don't know what to do with that. But it was a good, challenging book. I love listening to both of those ladies talk. I am constantly listening to John Piper. Really love to listen to John Piper. He's somebody that I feel like I can trust, that he cares about the glory of God over everything. And I'm for that. Tell me about God, make him look big. I want to listen to you. I want to be around that kind of thing. Also read some of his books. His books are thick. His books are deep. They challenge you. They poke at you, man. They make you really think about God. And I like that. I've listened to the podcast by the Bible Project. Not only do I watch their stuff, but I listen to their stuff. I feel like listening to their stuff is almost more impactful than watching their videos, but their videos are nice and succinct to the things that they speak about in their podcast, but their podcast goes so deep into the things of God that this has grown me a great deal. I love listening to them. For women in particular, I think the podcast by Revive Our Hearts podcast with Nancy Lee DeMoss is awesome. Something that you should be listening to. It's great. It's encouraging. I haven't listened to it lately, but I love it. Another lady I like to listen to is Elizabeth Elliot. Man, I like that lady. She's just no frills, no pandering to folks. She's about Jesus and living that life. So I love Elizabeth Elliot. It may sound weird, but listening to some rappers, I like listening to rap because Christian rap. I do like listening to Christian rappers, and some of them have some really insightful and deep things to say, and they're saying a lot of things, and even though they're saying it quickly, sometimes it hits really hard. And I just like listening to unfrilled stuff, don't beat around the bush, just tell me what this is. So that's why I like to listen to rappers. Eric Mason, now I haven't read any of his books, but I have listened to him preach. There is one that he did on Right Now Media about Jonah. That was rough. I was like, oh, wait a minute, don't say too much, I'm gonna have to deal with stuff. So I like to listen to Eric Mason. He has some really thoughtful, insightful, Christ-centered things to say. So I like him too.